Thanks for joining me again today. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Keely and I publish these books, cut and collage books, and I wanted to use this one today to help me in my Steampunk Journal. So this is it so far, and if you've watched me lots of times, you'll know I'm taking part in a challenge. I'm running very behind with the challenge, which, as predicted, I've got a house move going on. I've got stuff everywhere, and yeah, it's not actually me moving house. I'm emptying a house and trying to find homes for everything. Anyway, I gave away pretty much a 3-bedroom house full of stuff at the weekend. Some of it's here. The rest of it I gave away, so it was quite a good feeling to give things away, but yeah, it's still going on, so that is why I am rather behind with my challenge, but never mind, I'm going to keep going when I can. So yeah, these are from the said Vintage Turquoise and Teal Ephemera book, and I think they go brilliantly with the steampunk theme. There's quite a lot of navy blue here, which, well, as you maybe know, I tend to go with turquoise a lot, but I'm really loving the navy emphasis in some of these as well. And I think the navy and the gel print that I picked and tore up for the next page of my Steampunk Journal, I wanted something with a bit of impact. I want to be able to turn the pages and see a completely different colour scheme, even though it's going to be, you know, obviously steampunk. Oh, there's some navy blue in there, actually. That's more by accident. It's just the way the, what do you call it, paint? Iridescent paint ended up looking. The background, I think, for that was actually a brown colour, but it looks quite navy, which I love. I mean, you know, happy accident. And we've obviously got some of the ephemera from the teal and turquoise book here on my tags. I haven't decorated the back yet. I need to think about that. I saw something amazing on TikTok, actually. Or was it Instagram? I've forgotten. But some similar tags, but they were done on the back too, and they were so pretty. I thought, oh, I need to do something like that. So anyway, I cut these out. These are just leftover bits from the teal and turquoise book, so you can use up all those little edge pieces, you know, after you've cut things out. So these gorgeous kittens came from my Steampunk Cats and Dogs book, which has been really popular on TikTok. So many people have gone, wow, where can I get these? They're so different. I've never seen anything like these animals in your book, so I'm really happy about that. And lots of people have bought the book and are having fun. I can't wait to see those things like filtering through to the videos of the people who I follow. Yeah, anyway, if you do make anything with any of my books, please tag me. It would make my absolute day to see what you've made. And yeah, I have some Instagram followers who do that now, and it really is fun to see what people have made out of the same ephemera I'm working with, you know, and the stuff that I chose for the books. Right, enough about that. I need to get gluing. I haven't really worked out what I'm doing, so I am going to have to really focus down, and I'm going to go to voiceover and just kind of get into the flow and stick some music on and just get the creative juices flowing, because once again I haven't got very long and I really want to get this video out today. Anyway, see you in a bit. So I have sped this up for you. Yeah, so distressed ink. I've got a few of the greens there, and I can't remember the name of them, and brushed corduroy. Let me check the names of the Ranger distressed ink. So one is Pine Needles, and the one I'm using here is Lucky Clover. They're really similar, actually. The Pine Needles is obviously a little bit darker, and I thought I would just knock myself out with this colour scheme. I love pink with turquoise, but these are really bright, and I don't want to like overly fight with those little delicate steampunk kittens, but I want them to draw the eye, but I want the whole vibe to be really uplifting and happy and joyful, but with that vintage steampunk look to it, with the cogs and the clocks. And yeah, so you can see I've really mixed and matched the ephemera here from my turquoise and teal book and my steampunk ephemera book, and obviously the kittens come from the Steampunk Cats and Dogs book. So I'm really lucky to have so many cut and collage books, and they're all mine, which does give me quite a lot of flexibility, especially when I'm working on projects like this. And I have got so much more coming down the tracks for you, especially in the steampunk arena, let's call it. And yeah, in fact, I've just literally this morning been working on something exciting, which is a new book, which should be coming out in the next month or so, hopefully, if I can find time to get it all finished and get the publishing process underway. I can't wait to share that with you. I don't know why I didn't move into that area sooner, because I'm just crazy about this particular type of art, but you'll have to wait and see. So I started doing some stamping on here as well, because I wanted that sort of cluttered look with lots of points of interest and tags and all those little sort of labels that you can see just above the picture there, with the butterflies and the vintage numbers and all of that sort of wonderful junk journal-y stuff. And that spotty paper I'm just sticking down there with the number on it. The spotty paper is just the background in the turquoise and teal book. There's some wonderful backgrounds in there, and I really should do a backgrounds book with those kind of backgrounds, because I find them really useful. But you can always use those backgrounds instead of the ephemera on the other side if there are bits you don't want. And there are myriad ways of using little scraps of backgrounds, especially if the patterns are quite small, like that spotty one. So I did think about putting the kittens in the middle of this picture, but I kind of wanted a non-overly symmetrical look to this particular spread. So you can see I'm just inking round. It's actually some very small map pieces that I've got left over from my maps book, and I cut some of those turquoise and teal labels that you can see at the top of the picture. I cut some of them in half, so that one with the ship at the bottom and the numbers, I put the other half in the top right, as you can see, and I really think that helps to pull everything together. There's another map piece coming on here, and I'm trying not to put too many things in this the crease or the ditch or whatever you call it on a book, the bit in the middle, the fold, because obviously this book is going to get chunkier and chunkier and chunkier as we go along, and eventually it won't close. So I'm trying to, although I want to bridge the central line so that the picture looks like one picture rather than two, I don't want to put too much into that crease. So I just went in with my bone folder and gave it a bit of a crease and a press. Another one of those labels from the turquoise and teal book. They are turning out to be really handy for this book, because they're sort of done for you, and they've got lots of nice colours and little ephemera pieces already put together, which just add more sort of layers and interest. And lots of little leftover pieces as well from the backing papers. And even just torn off, well, there's a butterfly with a bit of a wing missing. I'm not going to waste that. Found somewhere to put it. And the ink is also really helping to just tone down some of the brighter pieces. So that paper where the butterfly is, it just sort of sits better with the other images with a little bit of inking. All right, so here is my finished piece. And well, I think it's finished anyway. Maybe I'll go back and add something more over there. But I'm loving the gel prints and the little bits of pattern that are left over, and these little shadows of, you know, bugs and things that I added in. Just going to let you see this up close. There's so much going on, and the stamping was great fun, I have to say. I love those sort of vintage typefaces with the numbers, and I went in with some of my butterfly stickers as well, because hello, why wouldn't you? But it's just love the way they catch the light. Oh, and I also off camera added some of the iridescent paint that I've got, iridescent ink, whatever it was. I think it was iridescent ink, the one I showed you before. I went in and gave the kittens' eyes a little bit of magic. I'm not sure if I can get the camera to pick up the glow, but they were blue eyes, but I've just given them a little bit of a sheen. You can see here on the camera where that iridescent ink, I've just picked out some of the brighter areas and highlighted them, and the cat's hat there and here as well. It's really tricky to get the lighting right for you to see it, but yeah, there's some more of my butterfly stickers, and oh, this was really satisfying to do. Just having a blast really. And the stamping over the top of the gorgeous blossoms, something a bit spring-like about this whole thing, this whole project. There you go, you can see the iridescence here and around here. It's really hard to stop once you start adding that iridescent paint. I might maybe run with that idea actually and do one of these where there's loads of iridescence, because that would be fun to stumble across as you turn the pages of this book. Anyway, I have to go now, so I hope you enjoyed my day 14. I still haven't found my numbers. They're knocking around somewhere, but you know what it's like when you tidy up. You put everything away and then you can't find it. So I'm probably going to have to go to Poundland this morning on my way to work and pick up some more numbers, and then I can catch you up with the nice shiny numbers on the correct pieces of art. But this is day 14. I've been Keely O'Brien. I still am Keely O'Brien. And anyway, I'm really rambling now, but I will see you very soon for day 15. Take care everyone. Happy crafting. Bye.